The Supreme Court on Wednesday questioned the Delhi government for details on the actions that have been taken against the so-called tanker mafia as the capital continues to grapple with a severe water crisis amid a scorching heatwave. The court warned that if the Aam Aadmi Party-led government in the national capital fails to effectively address the issue, it will instruct the Delhi police to intervene into the matter. For more on this, my colleague and News9's legal editor Ashok Bagria joins us here on the broadcast. Ashok, a couple of things that we need to first put straight. Scorching heat wave in the national capital. Water crisis is actually far too real. People are standing on the roads with their baltis and their jerrycans and their tankers, which are expensive. Now, the cost has been doubled. Earlier, we saw the Supreme Court intervening, asking Himachal Pradesh to release that surplus water. Haryana government ko kaha gaya, aap please inki sahayata kare. And it's no news that Haryana government and Delhi government don't necessarily see each other eye to eye. Come Chhat Puja, it's the same water politics is on display. How are you looking at the developments? What can be expected? Delhi residents ki baat, when will they become the focal point here?
Well, as far as the water crisis in Delhi is concerned, it's actually multiplied in the last 20 days. Because what we have been witnessing in Delhi is unprecedented heat wave conditions have been sweeping through the national capital region. And because of that, what we are witnessing is acute shortage of drinking water in the areas of Delhi. And what we have been witnessing is that water supplies in the pipelines is not there, and people have to be given drinking water from tankers. So today, the Supreme Court basically expressed its anguish over the situation in Delhi and said that, look, Delhi government has come to the Supreme Court of India with a petition saying that, look, please ask or direct Himachal Pradesh to release surplus water, because the temperatures in the city are rising, and for the last 20 days there is a heat wave condition which is prevailing, which has resulted in drinking water shortage in the city. So the Supreme Court said that, look, release of surplus water is one issue and water management by the Delhi government is another issue. This matter, in fact, the court highlighted the fact that this matter relating to water shortage in Delhi, especially in the summer months, has time and again come before the Supreme Court since 2018. 3 times it has come before the Supreme Court of India, and the Supreme Court of India has expressed its inability to do anything and has asked the Upper River Yamuna Board to look into the issue to resolve the mess. But at the same time, the Supreme Court said that, look, we really need to know what are you doing about the tanker mafia. We are seeing stories in the media and pictures of tankers supplying water to the Delhi citizens. What are you doing to prevent water loss, leakages? Have you filed any FIRs against this tanker mafia? Are you hand in glove with them? These are the very difficult questions which were asked of by the Supreme Court to the Delhi government. The Delhi government said that they are ready to file a status report on water management or water loss in Delhi. But at the same time, they also said that they would be more than glad to file FIRs against people who are indulging in commercial sale of drinking water. But it will be interesting to see, Kabir, tomorrow when they file a status report, if actually Delhi government has in the last 5 years actually filed a single FIR against the people who are operating the tanker mafia. And in fact, Justice Mishra also pointed out that, look, like electricity is concerned, when there is a theft of electricity, there are provisions of law under the Electricity Act to prosecute them. Similar provisions must be there for water theft also. This is one thing that they have given them a cue, the Delhi government a cue, that possibly if this is a grey area, then the Delhi government can legislate on the issue.
Right. So, I mean, a new ambit of water-related crimes, no provisions under the law to, try any of these people that carry out these water thefts. I mean, that's a pertinent point that you put across. I was reading, going through, perusing through various articles. Atishi, Aam Aadmi Party leader, she's already met with the Lieutenant Governor of the national capital over the water crisis issue. Details of that, still we must tread carefully when we're looking at that. But the Supreme Court has come out and wrapped the knuckles of all the stakeholders that are involved in this. But if you could sort of compare कि सबसे ज़्यादा डांट किसको पड़ी, who was scolded the most. I think that's the Delhi government in this situation.
No, not really the Delhi government. Actually, both Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Delhi government, all the three states have been on the receiving end. Haryana government, because of its non-cooperative attitude to facilitate the release of surplus water from Himachal Pradesh from the Hatni Kund barrage to Delhi. Himachal Pradesh for their dilly-dallying stand on whether they have surplus water or not.
Right.
Delhi government on the issue as to what are they doing to prevent water loss. So, as far as this water crisis in Delhi is concerned, all the three stakeholders, Himachal Pradesh, Haryana and Delhi, have come in for severe criticism from the Supreme Court of India, saying that, look, if you do not work in tandem, nothing is going to happen, and the ultimate sufferers will be the citizens of Delhi.
Right. At this point in time, I must ask you this as well. How big and gruesome is the problem actually in the national capital when we're talking about the tanker mafia, quote-unquote tanker mafia that Supreme Court has now, hit out against as well?
Well, the situation in Delhi is pretty serious because in most of the residential areas of Delhi, there is a water shortage. And this is not a water shortage, this is a water shortage for drinking purposes.
Right.
So, you can have water for you can put water to other uses, but the most basic use of water is for drinking purposes, and especially when there is a heat wave condition which is sweeping through the region. And the fact that every day for the last week, media has been reporting these stories that how people of one particular residential colony have not received water for last 2 days. How, and especially when we talk about the slums in Delhi, these are the people who are most affected. They are the ones who are at the receiving end. Number one, they are steeped in poverty. Number two, they have no access to safe drinking water. And to get access to that safe drinking water, they have to shell out money. Now, this is a very serious problem. However, Delhi government has taken a stand that most of the pictures that you are seeing in the media are tankers of the Delhi Jal Board.
Take a look at these pictures that we're throwing out for the viewers as well. Yeah. There's a proper anarchist, apocalyptic sort of a situation. The tanker rolls in and everybody with their respective bikes is jumping on top of the tanker just to get, and you see again, you've got wastage of water that's happening over there. Everybody's trying to fiddle in the smallest quantity of water that they actually can.
So now, if you look at these visuals on a television screen, what really the Delhi government is trying to say is that, look, this is not a tanker mafia which is operating. This is free water which is being distributed by the Delhi Jal Board by the help of tanks. Because in these areas, in these slum areas where this water is being supplied, there is no water connection. And water to these areas, see, it says Purvi M359. This is a Delhi Jal Board tanker. But this is very few places in Delhi are catered by the Delhi Jal Board. In other areas, people have to shell out money for access to safe drinking water.
All right then, we'll keep coming back to you, Ashok, as in when you have more for us on this particular story. The Supreme Court has yet again pulled up the Delhi government, asked it, what actions have you taken against these tanker mafias that they see, doing rounds on the news as well. Like Ashok was mentioning, not possible for the Delhi Jal Board to cater to each and every part of the national capital, and the water crisis situation is certainly alarming and it's serious, ladies and gentlemen.